Hi everyone, and welcome to Muva's Playhouse, the shop where your favorite somebodies come to indulge in a little hoe talk and get the best nail care in the process. I'm Muva Myra, your hoe best friend and naughty nail tech. Today our guest is Queen Joe, a female rapper from Philly who rhymes over house beats. I'm so in love with her new album Bananas, and I was so excited to do her press on set for the Grammy weekend. Let's go and check out Queen Joe. So before we get started, I wanted to play a little game with you just to break the ice, get to know you. Well, I know who you are. They need to know who you are. So we gonna spice it up a little bit. I got a little jar of questions. This is my tip jar. The game we are playing is called Tip Your Tech. I'm your tech, so tip me. You can go ahead and pull out any question, and you are supposed to read it and answer it. But they are playfully raunchy, so just proceed with caution there. You know. You don't want us to know too much of your business.
Hi, Mom.
Right.
All right. Tell me who would be your two partners in your dream threesome.
That's a good one.
Wow.
Go ahead and take your time on that. Ponder that. Hey, go ahead. I want to see you blushing.
I'm drawn. Okay. I had person number one.
Okay.
Oh, you know what? I had person number one and person number two.
That was really fast.
It was.
And
really
I would
fast.
what's the answer?
Because you know what? I only follow a certain amount of people.
Okay.
And I need a combo of like aggression, cute, and then ugly, cute. Because I'm an ugly, cute kind of girl.
Wait. What do you mean ugly, cute? Like the medium ugly niggas?
Nah, I mean ugly, cute. Like
What is that? Who is this person? I didn't exactly.
So
Wait,
I'm
who
not
are
gonna
you
say
calling
which one
ugly
is,
cute?
I'm not gonna say which one is which.
All right.
The audience can figure this out.
All
But
right.
I'm thinking about, I like Tyler. What's his last name? Lepley?
Who is that?
Tyler Lepley?
Okay.
Well, have you ever seen Harlem?
Yes.
You know Megan Goods?
Her boyfriend. That's his name.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tyler Lepley.
Yeah, he is fine.
And the other one is Jonathan Majors.
That's a bitch. Can I watch? I would like to see. That's a good one. So yeah, that's an acceptable answer. And the guy going to be in
I
there?
mean, he everywhere.
God, okay. Amen. So now we're just going to start with your mani. Right now I'm about to prep you, clean up these nails, shape them up so we can have them nice and cute for you. So while we get started, tell us, what is your album about? Like, what is the main thesis, the theme? What's going on there with Bananas?
So Bananas, the project, it's my legacy project. So let me start there. I always say that.
I love that.
And it is my legacy project because it is the project that I decided that if I never do music again, what did I leave? Like, what did I leave in the art space? And Bananas is about all the things in a relationship that men would typically classify as crazy, but as Black women, you know, just the way that you cope with different things that happen in relationships. So, you know, that's why it's called Bananas, because it's like a double entendre, right? So it's like bananas like crazy, but then it's also bananas because my name is Queen Joe, and that came from Josephine Baker.
I love that.
And, you know, everybody know her for the infamous banana skirt, right? And just her being a sexually liberated woman. So the combination just made sense.
And that's why you are on my show, because yes, we need more sexually liberated women, more proud to be sexually liberated women. And I love that you have a very relatable project. Like I said, I listened to it frontwards and backwards because I can apply it. You know, there was a day that I felt like it was a payback day. It was a day where I felt like, you know, I'm about to ice these girls. Like, first of all, that's my song. That's my favorite song. That is a bop. But
Kevin did his thing on that song.
Definitely. You did too. So it's definitely like a, you know, a relatable album, one of those you could just play all day, but also kind of apply to your own life. So I really dig that project. Thank you so much for dropping your legacy for us, because it's like that. So if ain't nobody telling you, girl, it's fire.
Thank you.
You're so welcome.
Thank you.
What was your inspiration for the cover art? Because, you know, I did the press on set for you. With your wording.
Yes, everybody loved it. Everybody in LA thought it was the illest.
Yes.
Sure.
So how were you inspired to go about like your art process as far as your cover art for any of your projects really? Is there anything that you kind of draw inspiration from?
So yes and no, and I have to be 100% honest. I'm an artist, and one of the biggest struggles for me as an artist is knowing when to put your foot down and knowing when to compromise creatively. And I'm at a stage in my life where I'm just not compromising creatively on a lot of things.
I love that.
You know, I just feel like where I'm at right now, if I am an expert at my field or an expert in what it is I want to say, then it's not too much you can, whatever. Knowing that, I also know what is my lane and what is not my lane. And what is not my lane is graphic design. That is what is not my lane.
You know what God called you to do.
Right. What is not my lane is photography. That is not my lane. And not to say that I couldn't do it. It's just that if I had to trust myself versus the person that I'm hiring, the person I'm hiring to do it would just sound ridiculous. So I've been working with, I don't know if you know Sick. Do you know Sick?
I haven't heard of him.
Okay, Sick is like fire. Like Sick does album art for so many people.
Gotcha.
Most recent will be like Lil Uzi. But he's just amazing. And so I call him and I'm like, this is my vibe. Like, this is, you know, I told him the same thing, like, this is my legacy project, et cetera, et cetera. And he was like, okay, you want to go Josephine Baker? I got you.
Yeah.
He's like, let's do it like 2023 version. So I'm like,
Love
okay, cool. So he was like, what do you want to wear? And I, you know, and literally I just sent him pictures and stuff and he was like, I got you. Like, I got the
put it
whole
together,
thing.
yeah.
Right? Sort of like, you know, same thing with this manicure. It's like,
Sure.
you're an artist, right? Like, I could sit here and go through 1,000 colors or whatever, but what I noticed is when you work with creatives, specifically people who are really good at it, whatever you come up with probably isn't going to be better than what they come up with.
That's real stuff.
And, you know, Sick has been doing a lot of my album covers. He did the Some Women Are From Mars album cover,
Nice.
which was so dope. We had Taki in that joint too, and Taki made fake skin out of like all this other shit because it was like a reptile kind of thing. Girl, first of all, I was crying in the shower taking that shit off. But, you know,
How long did it take?
My skin was so red. Everybody
I'm gonna
was
say you
crying
apparently
for
got
me.
like
Girl, everybody was crying for me. It was
sensitive
real
skin,
bad.
yeah.
But the album art was fire, and so
It was worth it.
Girl, so worth it. This one, we just put on like three fucking big ass versions of lashes, pearl shit everywhere. 'Cause,
Yeah.
you know, again, it's the Josephine Baker vibe. So, you know, and again, same deal. Like, I left it up to my glam team. I was like, Sierra, what do you think the hair should like? Conchasa, what do you think the makeup should look like?
Sure.
And so it was just as much a surprise to me as it was to everybody else.
I think that's fun too.
Yeah, I had no idea what it was gonna look like
Yeah.
till the end, and it looked like what it looked like.
It was amazing.
Yeah, and if it didn't look good, then I was going, you know, run up and everybody can get done up. Just playing. I was big.
She a Taurus, y'all. She an April Taurus, so she got a little bit of that Aries bully in her. She might do that. And it's giving a little bit of the Philly woman sprinkle too, girl. You definitely gonna run up on them. Are you touring? Are we gonna catch you live with any of these songs?
Yeah, so I feel really bad because I was supposed to, my first show, which actually would have been an exception to the rule, was supposed to be February 24th. So it was supposed to be this Friday, but I had to cancel that because I just been having a lot of vocal problems and I don't want to do anything when it's not my best.
Yeah.
So right now my next show is at World Cafe Live and it's going to be on March 15th. But other than that, I'm gonna hit the spots that I usually hit. This year, Pittsburgh, love Pittsburgh. They show me mad love. Baltimore, Portland, Oregon.
Nice.
Yeah, LA at some point. I'm gonna try to work it out to where I can perform in Miami this year. Like I know a couple different places, but I really need to go to places where I already have a fan base that love to dance. Like I make dance music, and I think it's dope when people like, you know, go to your concerts and they like
Actually
bob their
move,
heads and shit. But I
yeah.
want people to vogue the fuck out. Like I want it to
love
be like
that.
everything. So I try to be real
Selective
specific,
about
yeah.
where you're. I like that though. You have a certain vibe that you want to, you know, have incorporated in all your shows. So
Yeah.
I like that too. Be very specific and intentional with your with your art, you know? Every performance doesn't have to be put on just because it's there as an opportunity. So thank you for taking your time with that.
Yes.
And your album was inspired by true events, is that correct?
Girl, yes. And it's funny because they're all true events, and they all have like, I don't want to say like a skit type property, but it features like things from all of my different girlfriends. So all the stories are true. I don't know if they all want me to say everything, but
I mean,
I feel like they should.
I mean, it's on the album, so
Right.
it's there for everybody. But is there a moral to the story? Like, what do you want your listeners to take away from your album? Because I know, like, we're going through the relationship and what it may entail, but, like, how do you want them to feel afterwards?
Afterwards, I want them to feel, believe it or not, enabled. And the reason why I say that is because every song has a different reaction to like whatever it is their partner done or didn't do or whatever. There's a reaction to it, and every woman has a different reaction and different coping skills and whatever. And I think at the end of the day, it's important for you to protect you, right?
Yeah.
Whether that's spiritually, physically, emotionally. It's important for you to protect yourself, and whatever you need to do, like if you at your breaking point where you have to choose between protecting yourself and like just taking another bullet, like no, protect yourself. And so if you need somebody to enable you to do whatever it is that is, like, right, if that's leave, leave. If that's curse somebody to fuck out, curse somebody to fuck out, right? Like whatever it is, like I'm enabling, like I'm trying to be like technically I'm trying to be an enabler. But interestingly enough, by the time you get to Welfare Witchcraft, right, which is the last song on a project, you should have relieved yourself of whatever that is.
Right, you don't even want the reaction.
Which means that once you decided that, you know, you did like that it's over and you did what you did, that means it's a wrap. That means don't double back. That means don't think of a second way. That means don't like you made your decision. You made your decision. And it's time for you to move on. And I think, you know, that's funny. I think as I'm saying it to you, I'm thinking about why I think that way. And now that I think about it, I got it from my mom. My mom is very much a like, you know, something happened, you got 24 hours to figure it out, to grieve, whatever it is, grieve it, whatever.
Grieve it, yeah.
Whatever, and then you gotta move on. Like, you gotta go, like, it's a wrap. Like,
we gotta find a way to get past it.
You gotta move on, so.
Getting into hoe talk now.
Okay.
I know it's typically easy to make a song about, you know, being heartbroken and or being hurt. Rage songs are all the rage these days. Everybody's talking about being alone and stuff. What do you think it would take for you to make a song about love or lust? Which I know you have quite a few.
Yeah.
Yeah. But these days, is there anyone that would have you that way, or are we still on fuck niggas for right now?
I wouldn't say that I'm on fuck niggas right now, and I don't feel like there's anybody that has me feeling like I want to write a song about them. And I do actually write songs about all my exes and all my flings, and they typically know what song is about them.
They got a song,
which is hilarious, and my girlfriends, we get a kick out of it every time.
I'm sure.
But there's nobody that I'm in the mood to make a song about right now. There was a guy that I was sort of dating. It's so weird because on the date, I came back and I told my girlfriend Joey, I told my girlfriend Vanessa too. I was like, we just had the most wonderful time. Either we're gonna get married or I'm cutting him off tomorrow. And she was like, they both thought it was real crazy. Yeah, it sound wild.
The extreme.
But what I realized about the date, first of all, I can't be giving up on my coos. But let's just say, whenever I get to pick the date, I take all guys on the same date. Oh! Every single one of them. And they go to the same.
Is this a test? Is there a reason for this?
No, I realize now that I take them on the same date because this is the place where I feel most comfortable around men, because me and my biological father used to go to these places prior to him dying.
Wow.
Ain't that weird? Wow. That's weird as hell. So whenever I get to suggest a date, I take them all to the same place. It got so bad one time, this is before the pandemic, that I took somebody to this place And this guy who was working at the front was this one. The guy who was working at the front was like, oh, so good to see you back here. You brought a new friend.
No,
I
he
was
made
like,
it hot.
Oh,
He made it hot.
Hater,
Relax.
bro. You're a hater. You're a hater. But,
relax.
you know, we had the pandemic happen, so I had a
Yeah.
good 2 years of not going. So when I took somebody there like a month ago,
You was so happy you go back.
listen, not just that, it was new stats, so it seemed like
Oh, you ain't have no problems.
I had no problems. I had no problems.
No problem. Well, I did
Girl.
that. Girl, make songs for yourself.
Okay. Listen.
And then they could pay you if they need a song.
All right. No, listen. My exes love when I make songs about them.
I'm sure.
They do, even when they negative. It just boosts their
It's
ego.
an ego, yeah.
Yeah.
You thinking about me. You thought about me so much.
Yeah, that you wrote a song. Yep.
Recorded everything.
That's me. He knows.
In what ways are you providing pleasure to yourself? Because we said that the boys ain't doing it. So how are you making yourself feel good?
Right now.
Sexually and non-sexually.
So this gonna sound so weird, and people are not gonna believe me. Like people are not gonna believe me when I say this.
What you gotta say?
But I am not a masturbator.
I don't like it.
Yeah, I'm just not, like, that is not my thing.
Prefer
like,
not to.
And I get girls that get the toys and all the fun things, but that don't feel like skin.
I need flesh and blood, please.
Yeah, I just, and not to like masturbate shame, but like,
It's a preference.
Yeah, because I'm more of a sensual person and less
Yeah.
of a sexual person.
The touch, like the intimacy of the...
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. And the sensualness is like skin on skin,
Mm-hmm.
body to body, DNA to DNA, heartbeat to heartbeat.
Spit, sweat, I
You
need
know,
it.
It's like the whole,
Yes.
like the real deal. So I'm not really much of a masturbator. But I'm also, when it comes to sex, I'm a binger. Like I'm a bit like I'm the type of person who is fine when not having sex for a very long time. But then I get in a space where I'm like,
You can have it, and it's
where
accessible?
where I'm like, all right, now I got this. Now I want it back to back to back to back to back to back to back. Like I'm drawn. Like I can go like, it's weird. It's
You
like
go through extremes, it sounds like.
Yeah.
Like it's one way or the do you
Yep.
love it? Is
When
this
I-
what you love?
Right, when I'm in, yes, what, these nails?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I was about to say, do I love what? Binging? Girl?
No.
What we talking about?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we do, but
Yeah,
the
but
nails.
yes, they're fire.
Awesome.
They definitely represent my personality.
I
Boom.
love-
These are really cute.
They are.
And the designs are cute
I
too.
love the stickers.
Yes.
But yes, you binging dick and shit.
Girl. But yeah, so, what do I do for myself? I mean, unless I'm in those spaces, I don't think about it like that.
You have a life outside of sex.
Yeah, because you know what? There's like 4 things that people find pleasurable, right? Like that give you a euphoric feeling. Like there's sex, there's food. Apparently there's like going to the bathroom.
Oh.
And there's like, I forgot what the 4th one was. But my number 1 is food.
Here we are.
Like I love food.
Like
food gives me
we can get you a
certain
meal.
satisfaction, which is probably why I'm having so many health issues right now. But like, there's something about food, and there's something erotic about food to me too.
It's your face lighting up for me talking about food. I'm
Because
screaming.
like something erotic about it. Like I really, man, I'm obsessed.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Like.
So baby, tell me if you love your nails or not. Do you love your nails?
First of all, love them.
Period.
They're giving boss bitch.
Yes.
You see me?
Natural, chrome finish for you. We have some beautiful little stickies with the moon and stars because she is a celestial being, period. And I got one more thing for you to do for me.
What's
I know we
that?
could talk all night, but
What's that?
can you give me a little freestyle for the girls? I just need them to have a little taste of how hot you are. I know I've been talking about it. I've been talking about your music and everything, and it's cool to talk, but I need them to see in live and live in color what you got going on.
So, I don't know about freestyle, but I feel like I got something that'll work because, these nails is feeling bossy.
Okay.
So, I feel blessed.
Yes, that's one of my faves, y'all.
Okay,
Stream blessed too.
I wish I had like a little...
Come on, cause I got a whole room full of people. Y'all don't even see them, but they there.
Near not a motherfucker hotter than me. So near not a motherfucker body in me. Bitch bounce like rubber if you shopping for me. And you know I keep it gutted till these popping for me.
Yeah.
Drugs clever, hey mother, rest moderately. I would have slacks in the pack, let's see chopping for me. Mother never buttoned up, titties popping for me. I told you bitches toughen up, it's the father of me. Cause all I wanna do is kick it with my bitches, get my nails done, fuck these niggas, rush it, I just never had a time. All I wanna do is get this money, keep it running, study you busters, my shit custom soon as my nails is dry.
Yeah.
I'm blessed. I know you see this gold up on my chest, the way I stretch.
Uh-huh.
I am the queen. Y'all peasant hoes gon' respect, I do show less.
Show less.
My body got niggas keep cutting up all them checks. You know I'm next.
We flex.
Up in the hood. And the only thing I wish is
wish
that
a motherfucker would.
Yes.
Yes, bitch. Thank you so much for
Thank you,
coming
baby.
to the Playhouse.
Thank you,
I
baby.
love you, Sierra.
Good times.
I will see y'all
Nails.
next time.